Hey, hello guys. This is Robbie back from Merry TCG. Just off finishing X-3 in the OPE online regional with Enel. Probably one of my favorite leaders for a long time now. It's just a very annoying deck, a stun deck, which I love. If you know me, I love stun decks, even back in my Yu-Gi-Oh days, and yeah, I love making people's life misery. Um, so I went X3. My losses were one loss to Lucci, one loss to BY, and one loss to Bonnie. Lucci and Bonnie are just pretty bad matchups for the deck in general. The BY game, I didn't draw the greatest, and I think it was still winnable if I just didn't misplay. But yeah, let's get into it. So for 2Ks, I'm playing 4 Flampe, 4 Bege, and 4 Franky. I've seen a lot of people cut down to 10 2Ks with 2 Franky, but I really like this Franky. It's like one of your saving graces against like the Lucci matchup. Just having it fly out of life was great. Um, Also tried an iteration where it was 12 2Ks, but instead of Franky, we're playing Hioris, and it would be Hiyori in take a life, put Olin, the 7 cost back in the life, I think from OP03, I believe, and then you can Momonosuke heal back the Hiyori, the 5 cost blocker, which I was not a big fan of, but I guess like if it's a best of one, it could be good. I'll maybe give that a try at some point if I decide to play another one with this leader, but maybe not. The 4 cost Frankie also comes up against Lucci, where if you play this on 4, to pop it on 5, um, most of the time it will be like just leader swing -1 with Husu or Kaku. You don't want to be like Ice Aging Brook or Ice Age Luching this, but I will just not swing to their leader so they're still on 5 life. And the next turn I could just Gedatsu pop, whether it's a 4 or a 5 or whatever they decided to play. Um, yeah, Gedatsu is just heart and soul of the deck. It's really amazing. Um, yeah, it's for especially if you're just starving everyone. And yeah, my favorite way to play the deck is starving. Um, 4 Nami and 3 Luffy. Just going into the tournament, I did expect to see a lot more Doflamingos, so I wanted to max out as much as I can on anti-Doflamingo cards. Um, this was like 4-2 for a while, 3-3, and 4-2, 4-3 the other way. I could never really decide, but yeah, the Nami is just too good to not play at 4. The trigger is not the best. Obviously, the thing you're probably seeing missing here is Onami. I do not like Onami. It's like the only time I ever like it is like I can play it out once I have a big body and then swing banish and then heal it back with Katakuri. I don't like playing the deck with that many triggers, to be honest. There is some tech cards like I don't like going face in this deck. I just want to keep them at full life, even if it is banish, because Onami's losing a card out of my hand as well. But yeah, you'll see the tech card. 3 Shirahoshi. I believe this card is great to play out against decks that are trying to starve you. I guess just to cycle your hands. I think against like my final round Bonnie opponent, I played this out on 5 and I played it out on 7. My hand was just that bad. I was just praying for top deck big guys every single turn, and yeah, it was a horror. It was a horror for sure. But people are playing like Egghead Bonnie instead of this. I personally do not really understand it because, like, let's say your curve going first, right? On my 3 down turn, I'm playing the Bonnie, don't have a Dawn to attach. On my 5 down turn, I'm playing Gedatsu, I do not have a Dawn to attach. On my 7 down turn, if you choose not to play Russian and play a 5 drop, I mean, sure, you get to put a Dawn on their Bunny and swing 5, and rather than at their board, and give them an extra card, and then it goes neutral, and it's most likely probably dead by that point. Yeah, not the biggest fan of Egghead Luffy. It's only not Luffy, sorry, Egghead Bonnie. My Enel opponent, which I played the mirror against, was playing that card, which I don't know why. Also, my tiebreakers were kind of like messed up because of him. I played him round 1, so he was 0-1. I went back, looked at it. He won round 2, 3, and 4, so he was 3-1, and then he dropped. Which maybe he had dinner plans. Who knows? Yeah. On 6, going back to the Bonnie. On my 6th on turn, if you're going second, I guess you play Bonnie on 4, put a Dawn under it. You can swing 5 at leader, which will most likely counter. And then on my 6th on turn, we can play Gedatsu, put a Dawn under Bonnie and swing 5 again, which I don't think Bonnie ever really gets the value. But on my 6th on turn, I'm usually playing Lucy. If you guys don't know what this card does, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. Then rest the character with the cost of 4 or less. And then if I'm at 1 or less health, I get to heal. Every time I played this out today, I had to read it out to them because people just did not know what this did. If you play this out against Doflamingo and they cannot choose advance it back, it's basically game over. This being a 6 also has like a lot of utilization against like Lucci, and like it's awkward for Dofi, right? This is actually better going first against Dofi than this going second, because they're going to be at 5 life. On my 7th on turn, I want to play Lucy and then swing 7 with like Gedatsu ideally. To remove this, it has to be Jozu to bounce this back to the hand. So on their 8th on, they're spending 6 for Jozu and they have 2 Dawn spare. Unless they have Teach on board, they cannot use leader effect that turn, which is pretty big. And then to answer the Jozu, I could play Yamato next turn to pop the Jozu because they're going to be on 5. I'm going to be on 1 or 2. Yeah, and the card draw in this is insane. Like, if you see this, you should never lose to like red decks. Yeah, it's insane. I think. This being 6, if I play this on curve against Rob Lucci, on my 6th on turn I play this. It means they cannot clear this on 7th on turn if they want to play Jack. Which Jack is the main thing I want to be delaying for Lucci. So this being a 6 actually works out for me, and if they have to like Ice Age this, is really, really awkward for Lucci. Like, the Lucci deck is built in a way where you can clear it like a body every turn. So like on your 4th on turn, you could leader effect Lucci, clear a 3-drop. 5 Dawn is leader effect, play Kaku Husu, clear a 4-drop. 6 Dawn is leader -1, -1, play Brook, trash a 5 cost or 4 cost because it's Brook. But they cannot get rid of 6 on 7 Dawn with only 1 card, which is huge. Russian Enels. I do not like this card, I'll be honest. But you need it for Lucci, which I did draw it against both my Lucci opponents. In one of the scenarios, it just didn't really matter, but in the other one, it did a lot of work. Like in testing, like you can just get sacked by Lucci sometimes. Like they just don't care. It's like I had 2 of these on the field. 10 on turn, Lucci goes ICH, Lucci, pop both twice, and I just went like neg 4 for fun. Yeah, it's love-hate relationship. You need to play it, but I was like, it was like 3-2 and 2-3, but I love Lucy so much, so yeah, Enel just had to get cut down. For my high ends, it's 4 Katakuri, 4 Yamato, and 4 Ace. Nothing really needs to be said about this. The only difference is maybe I used to play Compote, but Compo actually would have came up today if I played it in space of the Enel. Probably would have helped my BY matchup. The BY game I lost was just pure. I think I drew like 4 Katakuris that game, no Yamato, and like 1 or 2 Aces that I'd never had time to play. So like they were 9k leaders, so I just could not. I needed Dawn investment to swing with Kata, which feels really bad. But I almost had. I misplayed, miscountered that game. And then 7 events. The 3 Raigo, I would probably like bring it back to 4. I really missed the card. Obviously, it's an amazing trigger. Probably would cut like a head Luffy for Kingdom Come. I think one of my Doflamingo games, I triggered one and didn't have one to answer the 10 cost Kaido, which was a little rough that Kaido stayed on field a bit longer than they should, but it didn't really matter in the end. I won all the matchups I was supposed to win, other than Black Yellow Luffy. But having an extra Raigo would have been really nice. I don't like sacrificing matchups too much. I just was not expecting to play against like Bonnie in the final round of this event. Um, yeah, the deck it struggles a lot against Bonnie. I didn't see a single Raigo against Bonnie, so it was just like the 10 drop back to back really hurt me. I was able to answer the kids, but none of the 10 drops. Um, what this deck is missing from my others list were, I believe, the Buzz Cut Mochi, the 2-cost event. I'll have it on screen somewhere. I think Nekomamushi was another one. I really liked Nekomamushi, but I just could not find a space for it. It was like 2 Franky, 2 Nekomamushi, but it was just way too situational. I never really get the trigger, and it's only really good against Bonnie. Not really great against Doflamingo or anything. But yeah, this was my regional X3. I think it was actually 70, 71. So just narrowly missing out. I think there was only 9 rounds because the pair down lost. So potentially if there was another round and I won that, it was top 64. But yeah, it's just unfortunate how things ended up in matchups. I expected to play against Doflamingo, but I think I only played against 2. There was, I believe I played against 1 Enel Mirror, 2 Luccis, 2 BYs, 2 Doffys, 1 Reiju, which was interesting. And I think, and 1 Bonnie in the final round, which I saw Bonnie in the final round. I was like, oh, this is going to be a hard fought battle. But yeah, I'm probably going to have some of the games posted if the recordings did not mess up or anything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel, and see you guys next time. Bye.